I think I'm live. Hello world. Check, check. Check 1, 2. Let me see if I'm live. EEVblog2. Have I gone live on EEVblog2 before? Yes, I am. There we go. I'm now live. Holy dooly. 5 watching. Hello, 5 people watching. Hang on, let me, yep. There we go. Alright. We're good. Wow, people actually turned up. Hello. Hi, Dave from Utah. Live and direct. Word up, Mr. Dave. Whatever that is. It's some newfangled young person talk. Pump it up. Pump what up? Is my audio good? 5 out of 5. Hornsby. G'day, Daryl. Dazza. Hi from Malaysia. Hi from Illinois. Can everyone give me India? Wow. I'm good, John. 5 by 5. Everyone's good. All right. Why is it out of 5? Does anyone know the history behind that? Why audio, like, 5 by 5? Reading your 5 by 5. Is that, it must come from an original readout somewhere. Serbia, oh man, everyone, Minnesota, Vancouver, Arizona. 10 out of 10. Oh, don't. We're working out of 5. Now you've screwed us. The movie Aliens. Really? Is that where it comes from? I'm sure it predates that. Now everyone's taking the piss. Yep. Alright. It's got to be 42. Nova Scotia. Jeez, alright. Bougainville, Sunnyvale. Alright. Right. It's just an impromptu thing here. Oh, camera's over there. Just, I'm using an old Logitech, one of those globe ones, technically I can pan tilt the thing. It's got like pan tilt control or something. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I just thought I was going to build this kit. Here we go. The time frame do-it-yourself kit. What sort of delay we got here? By the time I put something on the camera, by the time it turns up on the screen. Oh, it's got to be a good 20 seconds already. There it is. Anyway, let me just tweet a few things here. I'm live. Boom. Pardon the housekeeping. I'll put it on stupid Facebook as well. Apparently people follow me on Facebook. Apparently it's a thing. EEVblog2. Boom. Publish. Boom. There you go. It's on my Facebooky thing. All right. 79 people. No. What? No, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong. 178 people. Wow. Turned up to an EEVblog2 stream. That's awesome. I keep looking at my Tagano microscope here. There we go. For some reason, it's because it's just in my face. I keep thinking that's the camera, not camera over there. Yeah, anyway, so I'll take that Tagano out of the way. Yeah, I was going to I sent this in the mailbag. It's a time frame do-it-yourself kit, and check this out. I'll show you. I'll go over to here, and for those playing along at home. Oh no, I'll go smaller. Hang on. Here we go. It's like it has like a wooden frame. Oh, I'll show. Well, you can see it here. I think this is an older version, and it. Check this out. It's actually looks like slow motion on a thing, but it's in real time. It's a frame like this, and it's got LEDs in there. Obviously, the LEDs are pulsed at a certain frequency to coincide with, you can see the coil down in there, so it vibrates. The coil vibrates that little reed thing, so you can stick an object like a flower, something that'll move and flutter, you know, with minute vibrations, presumably. And bingo, you instantly get that effect. And I think it's really awesome. So I wanted to try it. So they sent it in the mailbag, so I thought I'd build that. And there we go, they can touch that. Isn't that cool? And that's all in real time. Apparently that's not doctored. I can absolutely believe that this is going to work a treat. So there you go. Show you my background. That's my wallpaper. I thought it was very apt on my microscope bench to have a wallpaper that looks like that. Anyway, there you go. So, whoa, now it's spooky. All right, what I should actually do, God, okay. No, I thought I was, hang on, pop out chat. What I can do, hang on, I'm going to go fancy pantsy here. I'm going to, I should have all this set up. It's ridiculous. I'm not sure how you can though, but I'm going to live add. I'm using XSplit Broadcaster, so I'm going to screen capture. I'm going to screen capture the chat, and I'm going to whack the chat. Oh, it doesn't work. Can anyone see it? No, I did this last time. I did the damn live thing. No, it didn't work. I'm trying to capture the screen box and the chat box there, and it doesn't work. Can't remember how I did it last time. I dicked around for about 10 minutes in my live stream trying to get this damn thing working. Yeah, Fran moved apparently. Got the Fran Lab shirt. Thank you, Masua. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure. It's just ridiculous. How can I not be able to capture screen capture? Here we go. Let me try this instead. No, it's black screen as well. Unbelievable. Anyone know how to do this? Why XSplit? Because I like XSplit better. Stop. People, OBS people are obsessed with OBS. OBS I found to be a complete and utter pain in the ass. And XSplit works nicer for what I want to do. So, like, I need to drop a microsupply spoiler or two. OBS, a lot of people swear by OBS, but no, I had too many issues with it. It's frustrated the hell out of me trying to get it working. And XSplit's almost, like, it works in a very similar way, but it's a commercial product. Wasn't expensive. It's like $100, $80, $100 or something. And it's nice. It does my streaming. I do all my screen capture with it. And I know OBS can do it for free, but I just like the way... Oh, XSplit's not perfect either in terms of ease of use, but it, you know, I just use it. So, standardized. Yeah, this is annoying. Okay, sorry. I don't know. Okay, maybe I can... Frustrating. Sorry for the dicking around. What you've got to do, if you're ever a YouTuber and you're doing live stuff like this, you've got to have a setup that is just dedicated to this, and you never touch it. Never, ever touch it. Dedicated machine, dedicated cameras, dedicated everything, all set up. And don't use it for anything else. Whatever vibrates your flower. That's cool. Yeah, free and open source, whatever. Like, hey, I'm keeping people employed by doing XSplit. No, there's nothing wrong with using commercial products. I know the world wants to be, you know, we can all live in a fuzzy utopia, warm and fuzzy utopia world where everyone's equal and everyone's, you know, And is it the Star Trek future where money's not a thing anymore? And you know, it's just, yeah. Anyway, I use what I use. There's no such thing as the perfect program or the perfect thing, tool, or whatever. Right, now, sorry, too much dicking around, not enough soldering. Screen capture. Nah. See, it's got a bloody black, it just, I'm trying to capture the chat window and it's just a black window. I can't remember how I did it last time. I think I just dragged it over the same screen or whatever. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Look, I'll be... Alright. One more crack, and then I'm done. I'm going to guesstimate the size of the window. Right? So I'm going to guesstimate the size of the window. I'm pretty sure this will work, actually. It's a thing with capturing windows. Right, there we go. So I captured a corner of my screen, my other screen, and I can drag the pop-up box into there. There we go. I'm a genius. Look at that. Now it works. There you go. Anyway, so that was the... Screwed the pooch. Screwed the pooch. Nah. Alright. Can't even drag the capture window. Alright, done. Alright, so I'm going to build this time frame do-it-yourself kit. Probably won't build the whole thing. I got to go at a certain point. Anyway, we've got ourselves a pre-wound magnet. So yeah, as we saw in the video, this attaches to there. You got to screw it in. It is very much a do-it-yourself kit. Don't know, like I think it's like 70 bucks or something for the kit, which is really, it's quite reasonable. You get a nice oh yeah, frame. So you get like a nice no. Yeah, so you get a nice cut-out frame and everything. That's pretty groovy, and so it's good value. Good value kit, I think, assuming it works as advertised on the video. So yeah, so this little magnetic, I'm going to call it a reed, for want of a better description. The little arm in there. Oh, bloody hell, magnets. So that'll like screw into there like that. Oh, there's two of them. 30 millimeters, 40 millimeters. What? 30 millimeters, 40 millimeters. I don't get it. Okay. Have to RTFM. Anyway, it's got some magnets on there and you stick them up there. Way, and the electromagnet, which is driven by an Arduino thingy. What is it, one of these nanos or something? Driven by an Arduino. Love that. Driven by an Arduino thingamabob. And that just goes onto a board like this. I know this is pretty shit. See, if you're ever going to do a live setup like this, the camera has to be in the right location. So when you're working on the work, you're actually looking down. So, you know, it's probably better if I like stick it over there. And then when I look down, I'm actually looking down onto the video. It's like a little production tip, which I'm not following, obviously. Love how that window just snapped into place like that. That's pretty groovy. Anyway, hang on, I'm just gonna, oh, no. There we go. Just got my window up so I can see that 251 people. Feeler gauges, yeah, they do look like feeler gauges. Yeah. Oh, point. Yeah, like, I thought it might have been the thickness, but it's definitely... Oh, yeah, there's a point. Yes, you are right. I didn't see the point. Decimal point, 0.3, 0.4. Okay, so that's going to set the vibration frequency. That's probably why they give you 2. Like, that's going to set the, you know, how far it vibrates with a given amount of electromagnetic current in there. So, and the arm length and everything depends on where you screw it in and where the lever point is and all that sort of jazz. So anyway, there's a PCB, and you get a bunch of LEDs, get some LED strips and everything. So I assume, yeah, this is just like a LED driver and stuff, because the Arduino does all the work, and that's a car. I don't know what that is. Anyway, we've got instructions, which look pretty groovy. Danger, epileptic reaction. Anyway, I like that. They've got all the requisite stuff. That's pretty groovy. And yeah, all step-by-step guide. Alright, they've gone to quite a lot of trouble to do this. Very nice. Preparing the frame. See, I've got to like drill holes and stuff. Like, I don't even have a proper drill here in the lab. It's a pain in the butt. So yeah, I don't think I'll be finishing this mechanically today. Sorry. I'll just be soldering it together. I just wanted to get a head start. And saw how you mount it all in the box and everything. Bob's your uncle. Alright. So, step number one is, well, I would have assembled this first. Yes. Arduino Nano. Bend the leads as necessary. Oh, I could use my new... Do I have a new micro ruler here? It's got the lead bender on it. The lead bender. Anyway, we've got a bag of parts. Bag of bits. So let's get rid of this. And if you're wondering, yes, I am using my Togano microscope here, which is capable of 60 frames per second and 60 frames per second capture as well. For those who are wondering, I'm using a EpiFan. No, it's an AVIO. Yes, AVIO 4K EpiFan USB 3 capture doodad. And it's weird because it doesn't work. I have to actually recycle the power every time I turn the computer on to make it work. So, oh look, they came in a little bag and everything. Look at that. Why? Bloody hell. Screw that. Oh. Bend the pins. Alright. What are they? Lucky I've got a Togano, isn't it? Look at that. IRF 540N. Excellent. Little MOSFET-y. Still don't know how to get rid of that serial number. Not serial number, the zoom level crap in there. Anyway. Alright. Going to whack these on the bottom. They are the correct length. Thanks for that. Little tip, if you want to get these right, you can actually plug these into a breadboard, because if you don't, like you could accidentally solder them at an angle like that. Hang on. There's a little breadboard. There it is. So a little pro tip is that to get them lined up, just stick it in a breadboard. There you go. And that will ensure that they're all lined up hunky-dory. Alright. How's the chat going? 1080p. Yeah, 1080p. It's only 30 frames per second. Yeah, YouTube does really good. I can remember when YouTube streaming used to be shit. It was really bad. Have other tabs open, you will lag. Yeah, but the breadboard will melt. Oh, no, it's alright. She'll be right. No worries, mate. Bloody lead-free crap. Okay, so I'll do the four corners. And once you got the four corners in place... Oh, sorry. Way off the screen. Way off screen. Temp am I at? Wow, haven't used this solder before. It's a freshie. Should use my smaller stuff. Don't like this. Not a happy camper. That doesn't seem to be going on there very well. And once again, this isn't my normal soldering. So I always like to say, you can take it out now, by the way. This isn't my normal soldering bench, nor would it be my normal soldering position. It's what? Ah, don't. Yep. Silly me. Shouldn't have done that. Because I pulled it all. I forgot that there's so much force in those sockets that it's no, we're stuck. We're gonna have to solder them all in place. There's so much force with the square pins, so. Oh well. Okay. La 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 la. So yeah, we've got to solder them all on. Otherwise, the force keeping them in the socket will mean that they'll pull out from the plastic surround, or whatever you call it, the plastic header surround, and maybe I will melt my breadboard and make a fool out of myself. Doesn't matter, I got tons of these little breadboards. By the way, I can't I think I've always prided myself on very good eyesight, but my eyesight is definitely going as I get older. The focus is just not there anymore. The near field focus just isn't there. So it's actually getting harder to do stuff now, which is kind of frustrating sometimes. No, I've not been to see an optometrist. I'll just give me glasses. So I'm actually having a hard time seeing this now. All right. It's probably a bit dodgy, is it? That newfangled, oh yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of dodgies in there. Like I said, I should actually look at the, screen. There we go. But the screen's harder. I like my Mantis. Although for through-hole stuff like this, I wouldn't use the Mantis. And the lights are very bright too. The lights coming from the Tagano actually reflect off these solder joints, actually making them quite difficult to see. I know it's I'm making a lot of excuses here, but it is all true. So we can This is why soldering videos suck, because when you combine the fact that you're never in your using your right tools, never in your right posture, never in your right seat, because you've got to set it all up for the shot, you know, to try and get it all. That's why, you know, guys like, see, didn't melt any of that. No wuckers. Doesn't have time to get through. So that's why, but guys like Lewis Rossman, who do like repair every day, they've optimized their setup, you know, to their working setup is their recording setup. Whereas mine's different. I just don't do enough soldering work to dictate, you know, having a combined solution, even though I should. But anyway, there we go. We got ourselves our little, oh, that's a bit how you doing, isn't it? There you go. Anyway, that'll be, oh, and a ref down there. Ref is a bit how you doing. Yeah, the eyesight thing's a bit frustrating these days. So used to. I think I'm pretty much the only one I know who doesn't have glasses. Like in my family and friends, and it's like everyone seems to have glasses, and I like prided myself that I never needed glasses. But, you know, I could really do fine focus stuff. You know, 0402s by eye, not a problem. You know, back in the day. Now I doubt I can do an 0402 by eye. Now I can't focus. So there you have it. We've got our Arduino thingy. What else? I also use flux. Well, yeah, this has flux as well. This is, if you wanted to know what I was using just then, this is my lead-free 5-core flux, genuine multi-core stuff. None of that one hung low rubbish, and 0.38 millimeters. So it's 0.38 millimeters diameter. It's absolutely tiny. Allows you to feed a tiny amount of solder onto like really fine parts. If you're doing 0402s or something, you've got to have solder this fine. And that's got 5 cores of flux in it. I don't know how they bloody well do it. It's unbelievable how they can put 5 cores of flux inside that thing, but it's like ultra tiny amounts. Yeah, sometimes you just go over it with the flux pen and, you know, be much better. Anyway, yeah, lead free. I've gone lead free. Alright. Oh, audio's gone? Audio's gone? Hello? Check. No? Audio's still good. I can see it. Well, at least I'm transmitting good. Can people still hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. 328 people, audio fine. Okay, no, somebody's not for everyone. All is fine. Okay, it's good. All right. Yep. Okay, someone had problems. The interwebs, it's not working. Oh, it said solder the header on too, didn't it? Did we even get a header? No, we didn't get a header. It's pre-programmed. Meh. Whatever. Alright. What do we got? We've got some resistors. Got to keep an eye on the time. Two diodes. That's for our input, is it? They must be 300 ohms. Once again, yeah, color codes on blue. It's hard to read now, especially in the dark. My eyesight gets worse in the dark in terms of focus, like reading books. I used to be able to read them in pitch black, and now I can't. It's terrible. You know, when I'm reading stories to Sagan and Huxley, I got to turn on the main light now, just to so I don't strain. So yeah. See, I can't even see if that's orange. Yes, it is. You can see it on the screen. Oh, dear. 3 ends. Right. So, I assume that... Sorry, I'm following the There's the instructions. There you go. They don't say install them in R1, R2 or whatever, do they? Oh, they're on the silk screen. There you go. Very nice. Aha, I would have got that wrong if I assumed that those are two over there, because we got two of them. We happen to get two of these in the kit and three of these ones. We actually would have got those wrong. There you go. Trap for young players. So we'll just bend it. I just like do it by feel. Always works. I won't give a rat's bum about which way they go around. Maybe it'll trigger people. I'll put them in back to front and not all in a consistent. I probably will, just out of habit. But and these are all 10K. Yep, brown, black. Yep, let's see, that's 10K. Yep. Don't need no tool. Even though the new micro ruler has a pin bending tool on it with different, you know, 0.4, 0.3 for the smalls, 0.5 for the bigs, and good thing about YouTube Live is that this is all recorded. Everyone gets announced, hopefully. Did everyone get email announcements that this was like an email alert? I assume that's the way you found it. No tolerance for snowflakes. Yeah. Snowflakes can kiss my ass. Every kid's a freaking snowflake these days. It's bullshit. Shermer High School, Shermer, Illinois, 60062. I should have got a Shermer High School shirt. Should have worn it. Got pop-up notification in Chrome. Oh, okay, you can set that up, can you? Cool. Front page, no email. Saw my tweet. Email came 5 minutes after it got. Okay, that's a good data point. The email came 5 minutes after the pop-up notification. Right, so the push pop-up thing is the go. That works, okay. Notification, okay. Android push, okay. So email takes time. Well, email servers take time, I guess. Depends where you got your server. Like I've got my email going to Dave at EEVblog2, but it actually gets forwarded. I don't actually use that email server. It just gets forwarded to my EEVblog, my Gmail account. Just gets forwarded to the Gmail, and sorry about the light. It's not the best. I've got to actually move my overhead lights because my overhead lights are causing glare on the Tagano. It's been a problem in recent screen captures. See, if I just tilt the board slightly, the glare goes away. If I tilt it there, you can actually see my dual overhead lights there. One of which, the one on the end here, flickers. It's a pain in the ass. What is a snowflake? Shikab. No, Lewis didn't send me any flux. I know he's a flux man. He likes his flux. He knows a good flux when he sees one. Alright, cutters. Bloody hell. This place is always... See, the difference is this is not a working lab. This is like a video recording lab. And things just get moved around. In a proper lab, everything would be in its place perfectly. And it'd never move, you know. But here it's just all over the shop. Oh, there we go. There it is. Yeah. These are my Lindstroms, made in Sweden. Isn't Sweden's going down the toilet? So I've been hearing. Any people from Sweden here in the chat? Can you confirm that all the that your country's going down the toilet with all the immigration and problems that have arose from that? A snowflake, yeah, well, I don't know what the proper definition is these days, but a snowflake is someone who's triggered, you know, is the new word these days, triggered by everything. They're offended by everything. Well, tough shit if you're offended. Like, who cares? As if that's an argument, you know, as if that's some sort of argument. Like, as if anyone's supposed to care that you're offended about something, you know? There are no such, don't believe that bullshit. Yeah, which city do you live in, though? Daniel? Do you actually live there? No, I'm not ultra-conservative. No, I always considered myself, in fact, I kind of at one point I considered myself like extreme left-wing, or, you know, really left-wing, and now the extreme left-wing has just gone bloody all social justice warrior bullshit. And like, I'm going, shit, I don't want to be associated with all that rubbish. And yeah, it's really embarrassing to call yourself a leftist these days. Self-righteous wanker. Yeah, snowflake. Yeah, snowflake is you know, like they're delicate. That's where the term comes from. They're delicate like a snowflake. And they're just offended and hurt by everything. They just can't handle living in the modern world and actually be told no. And, you know, all the safe spaces that, you know, every university student's now a snowflake because they're brought up in these safe spaces and all that sort of crap. And they're in, yeah, they just can't handle being told anything at all that they might find offensive or disagree with. Ooh. Diode time. So, yep. What's that? There we go. Oh, sorry, was anyone actually in Sweden? Sorry, I missed it. Somebody commented on it. Don't believe that bullshit. Well, from what I've been seeing, it's pretty bad when, like, your police station gets bombed in Malmo and places like that. It's getting pretty bad. And the no-go zones? From what I'm hearing, they're rooted. And there's no-go zones in London now, apparently. Somebody mentioned London. Unbelievable. Wow. Chong X caps. Oh, are they? Yeah, they are. Chong X. The finest the Shenzhen market has to offer. Chong X. I wonder if there is actually a Chong X factory. Is there? Like, can somebody try and pull up like a photo of people who constantly do things with phones at restaurants? Drive me crazy. Yeah, they just can't keep their... There's that famous photo of what is it? Someone took it on a train station, and it's like the title is, if you Google something like "man caught living in the real world" or something, and he's the only one on this train station not with his head buried in a mobile phone. It's quite an iconic photo of the times. Oh, geez, that's pretty how you doing. Look at that. No pride in my work there. I'm assembling. Oh, yeah, you have to scroll back to see what I'm assembling. It's a light frame. Just Google that. Time frame do-it-yourself kit. Complete bullshit. London is fine all over. Way safer than the US. Yeah, well, depends on where you go and who you talk to. And if you're actually out and about in those areas, you wouldn't be saying that. Oh yeah, 3 diodes. There you go. Didn't get them all out. No-go zones are fake news. Really? Not in Sweden. They're not. Even the police chief has come out and said it, admitted it or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So I think you might find it is a real problem. There's places where the police won't go. There's places where ambulances must have police escorts, and or will simply refuse to go. Terrible state of affairs. And half of my audience have left. Because they're offended. Because they're snowflakes. Because I'm expressing opinions that they don't like. Oh no. Alright. Really shocked to hear what stuff? I'm just reporting what I hear. What? You don't agree that people are snowflakes these days? Bullshit. Just watch any university demonstration. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What pencil? I assume you mean iron. It's just the it's just the Heiko FX, you know, the Heiko FX 888 analog, because I didn't want to move my JBC. Table flip rage quit. Yeah. I am a left leaning. The original left leaning was all about you know, rights and freedoms and everything else. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a shit what colour you are. I don't give a shit what gender you are. I don't give a shit what non-binary gender you are. I don't care what, if you associate yourself as a fairy. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care. I don't even care if you're religious. I don't like religion. I think it's one of the world's biggest problems. But as long as it doesn't affect me or anyone else, you can do whatever the hell you like. Yes, I'm a libertarian, pretty much. I think you'd call it probably a classic libertarian these days. I don't know, something like that. And, you know, I believe in, you know, free markets and capitalism and all that sort of stuff. So don't dare anyone, I know nobody used the term right-wing or conservative, but don't call me that. Don't call me that. Yeah, the original left is now what we call libertarian. Yeah, I think that's the case, Brian. You know, it's changing all the time. Like in the last 5 years, it's just completely backflipped or something. All of your, I don't care what you are, that's snowflakes, i.e. everyone is different. What? Don't even know what you mean. Which party do I vote for? I don't vote for the major parties. I vote for independents where possible. Just because I don't support the two-party system. It's bullshit. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know what I'd do if I was in the US. So maybe I would have, I don't know. I don't know, precisely know how the voting system there works, but Trump was it like Trump and Hillary, those were your two picks. No, I don't donkey vote. I don't donkey vote. I make my vote count. Am I soldering or what? Barrel jack to the 3 holes. Yeah. All right. Right. After that, it's recommending that I do. I'm going to do it in order. I'm going to do it in recommended order. It's recommend. I would do it. Usually when you're assembling boards like this, you start with the low profile stuff first. So like generally you do, say if you had a surface mount board, you do all your surface mount ICs first. In case of a through hole board like this, you would do your resistors and your diodes like this, so that they can sit flat. I mean, it probably doesn't matter if you're using like one of those fancy stand things and you can flip it over and, you know, and it lifts it off the board. But if you're assembling just on your bench like this, then you put down all the same profile parts first. So technically speaking, the switch would probably go next because it's like, but that one clips in, so no, if the switch was lower profile, you could say the switch, but no, let's just do let's just do this, shall we? And this is where you can, this is where we'll plug in our Arduino once again to get it straight. There you go, and that will ensure that you solder pins straight on. Yeah, the two major parties, that's the problem, Jay, is that they get, you know, that's why a lot of people say, my vote doesn't count. But, you know, you've got to not think like that. You've got to, you know, why donkey vote? Like, you know, you've got to get out there and you have to do it. I mean, try and change the system for sure. I mean, the biggest problem that the US has, these are tiny pads. You can't get any purchase on that. Biggest problem the US has is money in politics. Is by far the #1 problem. Oh, sorry. Fix money in politics, and you fix almost everything. Yeah. Australian system is quite different. We don't vote for our leader. It's not like somebody voted for... It's not like people actually voted for Tony Abbott, for example. Nobody actually votes. You vote for a party, and the head of the party becomes the Prime Minister, the head of our country. And that's why we've had, what, 5 Prime Ministers in like 4 years or something? I don't know. Someone Google that. Oh, Jesus. Not getting any... I can't see it. Wow. It's like... Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing this because of the glare. Wow. That's a pain. Maybe I should... Yeah, the flux in this lead-free stuff is not great. There we go. Wow. Tiny, tiny pads. So, has the chat exploded into politics yet? How did we get onto that? I don't know. Next we'll be invoking Godwin's law, won't we? Someone mentioned Nazis, quick. Oops, I just did. There we go. Everyone left? Hitler did nothing wrong. Oh, that'll trigger the snowflakes. Oh, one of the funniest movies I've seen. What's it called? He's Back. He's Back. It's a German film, and it's in German, so it's subtitled or what's the subtitled in English, and it's about Hitler. Actually, it's a time travel thing. Hitler comes back. Hitler comes back to like modern day, and he becomes like a YouTube personality, and like he becomes like super popular again. And it is, oh, it's one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time. He's Back. It's hilarious. The guy who plays Hitler does it beautifully. So I'd highly recommend everyone watch it. It's a hoot, man. And that must piss off a lot of people too. Because, you know, because the movie implies that if Hitler was around today, his views would be popular or whatever. And that's kind of, I don't know, they wanted to push some buttons on that premise, I think. The writers and the directors. But, oh shit, man, it's funny. I think it's called He's Back. Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the others. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I like that. I haven't heard that one before, but yep. 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 That was better. Alright. That is in the right way, yep. Yippity-doo-dah. What do we got now? It's time. What does it recommend now? It recommends you put in all the other stuff. Well, that's pretty obvious because there's nothing left. Yeah, I could put in the programming header, but I shouldn't need... Oh, yeah, there it is. I thought, yeah, there it is. Sorry. I thought they didn't give it to us. Yeah, you're right. Yep. I am actually building a vibrator. Believe it or not, it is technically a vibrator. Well, there's a vibrator part to it anyway. The vibrator aspect. What I want to do is my soldering videos have been huge. Geez, that's not very straight. It's a bit of how you doing. Got to get that first pin. Usually, like, in soldering the first pin and then sort of heat it up and then push it in place with your finger. That's what you can do. I'm sorry if that's off screen. And yeah, my soldering videos have been very popular, but they're very long. And what I've been meaning to do for a long time is actually take that, well, either take the existing footage or shoot new footage and cut it down. Like have like a top 5 soldering tips in 5 minutes, you know, kind of thing. Like just 1 tip per minute or something like that. And just, you know, no waffle, no... I know that's impossible for me, but I kind of think that'd be much nicer because I don't expect everyone to watch. You know, it's been like, you know, like 1 million views or something crazy. It's like my highest. Is it my highest view count video? Not sure, but yeah. Geez, those knobs are close together. But then again, we don't actually get those pots are close together. And again, we didn't get any knobs with it, and it's an internal thing, so. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, wanted to do like a top 5 soldering tips. Thumbs up if you think that's a good idea. Or whether or not it's bad because soldering needs more explanation. Oh, I taught you how to solder. Cool. Excellent. That's what I love hearing. It's why I do this. Wow. Can't see diddly squat. All right. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. 4 thumbs up. What anime shows am I looking forward to watching for the spring? Spring is very different here in Australia. Okay, it's in the spring season. Anime. I don't watch anime. I don't give a shit. Sorry. What eye exercises pure ski? I try to do some, but if there's specific, I need to look into it. Send me an email, Sky, if you've got links to research on that. Send me some email, please. Send me an email. Because I'll just totally forget in the chat window. Dave at EEVblog2. Oh, cricket. Cricket over AFL. I like my cricket. Don't watch it much these days, but I used to just sit there entire Saturdays when I was a kid and watch cricket. AFL, I was never really into AFL. I'm more of a NRL guy. I love NRL. This is where you need your third hand. Come on. It's pretty how you doing. Bloody hell. Terrible. Unbelievable. Does the flux in this bloody thing not work? There we go. Just wasn't heating the pattern up enough first. Wow. Sorry, I'll come back to the chat in a minute. There we go. Got to get that flow happening. That's better. There you go. Perfect. All right. I could really like you know, zoom in on stuff like this with the Tagano. Like if I framed it first, you know, that's the sort of nice, gorgeous fillet you want to see. There you go. Beautiful. And I wouldn't bother to clean this board, for example, clean the flux off this board. It's not a hello. There's a couple of dodgies down there, isn't there? Oh, is it, or is that just subtlety of the light? No. It's pretty. How you doing? Come on. There you go. See, if you've got a crap, dirty tip, it's not going to get the, and with this, combine it with a small pad like that, and you're just not going to get the transfer you need. So you might put a bit of Oh, that's terrible. Jesus. Trying to solder on the screen at an angle. That tip is just garbage. And the lead-free stuff doesn't help. It's not great. Lead-free isn't great. There we go. That's better. Oh, that one there. That's how you do it as well. Okay. Fine. All right. What next? Why? Oh, no, yeah, there's two. I was going to say why. Okay, that one's got to go in that direction. That one's got to go there. That'd be what the white line means. And that's what they show on their overlay. No, the kit didn't come with solder. There we go. Once you've got one in place, here we go. I'll zoom straight in. I'll zoom in. Is that too high up off to focus on that? Might be. Whoop. Hey, got a real dag there. There we go. And when you're cutting, you want to get in there, not completely flush, just bring it, tilt it back to the side a little bit, so you've got a little bit extra off cut. Never cut into the actual solder joint, because in theory you can crack it. Put stress on it. Stress on solder joints is not good. Alright, our quality Chog X brand caps. Woot! 105 degrees C rated, thank you very much. Great stuff. Great stuff. They're the correct pin pitch. Sometimes they're not. Nothing worse than goofing up the pitch on your electrolytic caps. Happens all the time. You think, oh yeah, I've got 1000 mic 16 volt in my kit. She'll be right. And then you find it's a, it's a 7.5 millimeter instead of a 10 millimeter pitch or something. And oops. Yeah, it happens. All right. Those leads will pop your eyes out. Yeah, you always want to either grab a hold of them like this or put your hand over it. It can go flying. Dr. Jones. Yes, I'm in Australia. Who wouldn't know that? McFly! $404. Oh, it's growing. People haven't been pissed off by the politics, or maybe they have. Some people, and people have replaced them. Did you like the last Star Wars movie? I came out of it. I did a review when I came out. Like, not a review, you know, like a after screening thing. You know, I was still on a high from it. Because I kind of, like, enjoyed it as a, like, you know, just as an escape movie. You know, a lot of the action was good, but the plot was shit. Some of the characters were shit. There were some really good moments in it, but they just ruined it. I think I on the second viewing, it's like, oh, Switch. I didn't solder the Switch. People been screaming, Switch, Switch. Yeah, they really screwed the pooch. Admiral Holdo, you know, was a bullshit character. Rose was probably the biggest bullshit character of them all. And a stupid romantic interest, and they're saving the animals on the Canto Bight planet, and like, God, so they tried to bring politics into it, I think, and they failed miserably. Like, I liked the concept of how they, like, how that, there were, like, the elite 1% or whatever made their money from selling weapons to both the Empire and the rebellion. And yeah, I thought that's a fine plot thing. I didn't have too many problems with Luke as, you know, the old hermit Luke. If that's the angle they wanted to take, I had no real problem with it. But like, in the end, you didn't see Luke fight. You just didn't see, you know, you saw him do it via, should have installed that, because they're always a loose fit. Damn. Yeah, in the end, you didn't really see him fight, and Rey had no character progression at all. She could just do it all. Like, I thought that was okay in the first one. Like, I didn't mind it, but the second one, it's like, oh, God, really? Like, you know, she beats Luke. Like, she beats all the Red Guards, the Praetorian Guards, are they? Who are they? Something like that. And beats them like there's nothing. There's no struggle. There's no character progression. Chewie didn't do enough. You know, Chewie not eating the... Chewie should have chomped down on that porg. That was bullshit. Turned Chewie into a pussy. Admiral Akbar just killed him off. Beloved character, Admiral Akbar. He's the one who should have slammed the ship into the hyperdrive the ship to destroy it, into the other one, and he's the one who should have done that. And his last words should have been, "I'm setting a trap," or "It's a trap," or something. You know, like, geez, have some fun with your existing characters. Instead, they just pissed him away. And Poe, they made him out to be a dick. They didn't do enough with Poe. I don't know. It's just, yeah, the bullshit. The whole casino planet thing, and Del Toro, whatever his character's name was. Yeah, like the code breaker, that was stupid. Maz Kanata, I was looking forward to seeing a bit more Maz in there, and then she just Skyped it in, literally. Yeah, I think they completely screwed that up. Completely screwed it up. And like Force Awakens is better. You know, I thought, Force Awakens had its problems, but was enjoyable. But yeah, this one is just riddled with them. Benicio del Toro, that's his name. Yeah. Yeah. Electric Dreams. Electric Dream. Oh, similar series. Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie and the song. We'll always be together, together in electric dreams. Chat would be a giant cluster. Yep. And like a lot of people had problems with the physics in there, you know, the bombs dropping and stuff. I can look past that. I don't, and the hyperdrive thing. And I thought that was cool. The hyperdrive going into the other ship. I thought that was one of the coolest scenes ever. Oh, and the Mary Poppins. The Mary Poppins. Oh, God. Like, they screwed up almost every character in this movie. But, like, I still enjoyed it. You know, I thought that Adam Driver's Kylo Ren was better in this. I enjoyed him more in this one. And I didn't mind the dream sequences between the two. It was a bit, you know... what really killed the pace was the Casino Planet thing and stuff like that. That was just... I don't know how you can screw it up so badly. I still enjoyed it. Like, it was fun to watch kind of thing, but I was just cringing several times, you know, the Leia thing and the... I kind of even enjoyed the joke, you know, when Poe's on the radio with Hux, you know, and they're doing the banter back and forth, and, you know, what? I can't hear you, what? A lot of people didn't like that. I thought that was kind of funny. I thought that was good. I had a chuckle at that. And, you know, lots of other funny bits in it. Probably the funniest Star Wars to date. Probably to its detriment, though. It shouldn't have been. You know, anyway. Yeah, minor plot changes. That's all it would have taken. Minor plot changes. That would have made it not shit. Yep, I totally agree. You didn't have to rewrite the whole thing. No, I don't care about Black Panther. I don't even know who Black Panther is, character-wise. Not really a superhero movie person. I don't care. I know there's been a lot of uproar about it being a, you know, a black movie and all that sort of stuff. I just don't give a shit. You know, is it a good movie or not? I don't know. Last night I watched 4 o'clock. Last night I watched what is it? Oh God. John Wick. John Wick 2. John Wick 2. Jeez, that's a good series. It's John Wick stuff. Wow. Hey, thanks, Caleb. Straighten the DC jack, goddammit. Sorry, I soldered it in. No, I'm going to trigger people. There you go. Look at that. I'm going to capture that. I might make it the thumbnail. What do you think? Just to trigger some snowflakes. Oh, the pot's a bit off. Pot's a bit how you doing. But they've got really thin pins on them. I don't like the pots on those ones. The pins on those pots. They're really thin and dicky and not strong. Yeah, John Wick 1 and 2, they were great. So I watched John Wick 2 last night. Put power upside down. What? Anyway, I think that board's done. So I think my job's done here. Like, as I said, the rest is like assembling. I've got to get a drill and stuff, and I don't want to do that here now. In fact, I probably shouldn't spend too much longer. So I'll do a live thing. I'll do a chat. I'll just do chat for the rest of the time. So the soldering's all done. Guys, that's it. It's all over Red Rover. Done my thing. Yeah, the other stuff is like screwing the magnet coil into the block. The reed on there and stuff. And then you've got to drill holes in the case. For those who come in late, you've got to drill holes into the case and stuff and mount it in the back and all that sort of jazz. And then I've got to mechanically put the lead lights. Did they? Oh, they're adhesive, aren't they? These lead strips come. Yeah, they're adhesive. Yeah, they got an adhesive backing on them. So I've got to like cut those out. You know, real tedious kind of stuff. So I won't do that now. So I'll answer questions for the next 20 minutes. What temperature is my iron set to? 350. 350. Let me rub some crap off the tip. Yeah. Might need a new tip on that. Altered Carbon for the win. I think I watched a trailer of... Oh, I started watching a trailer of Altered Carbon last night. It popped up. Proof or work. Come on, not chat. Proof or work. Sorry, no, I would not finish. Even if I had everything to hand, I wouldn't finish this in the next 20 minutes. I've got to go, so it's not going to happen. So might have to do like a part 2 or something. I got this thing from the mailbag. Sent into the mailbag. I've got all the stuff mailbag. I've got all the mailbag items on the floor down there. I actually haven't. I've only shot the opening part. I haven't shot the second part of it. One of them was the opening was the quick desoldering gun. That's where I got it from. So I kind of opened that. I got all excited. So I went sidetracked and did a video on that instead of finishing the mailbag. No, I didn't wind that myself. It came pre-wound. So presumably, they get someone in China to wind that sucker to their specs. It's got like an iron core. And super annoyed with Netflix that they don't have Back to the Future. They do here in Australia. Last I looked, Back to the Future was there. I think they had all of them. I solder like your old blind university professor. Like I said, this is not my proper soldering setup. It's not my correct light in. It's not my correct... it's even not my regular iron. It's not my regular seat and distance and everything. Everything's different. Everything's entirely different. Yeah, but yeah, like I always go to look for something. Oh, is that the Heiko recommended temp 380? Yeah, go to look for something on Netflix. It's not there. Murphy's. They just like, and Australia have like 1/5 of the amount of stuff that the Yanks do, apparently. What if I find a girl, then suddenly I'm in like Flynn? Well, happy day for you. The Back to the Future documentary is on there. The restoration documentary is on the Australian one. The Back to the Future restoration. That's really good. I've got an official Back to the Future. If you haven't seen it. Ta-da! I actually have a genuine... Oh yeah, that's Bob Gale's signature. There you go. Sorry about the glare. But these are original parts from the Screen Hero DeLorean car when they actually restored the thing. And I've got number 128. I was hoping for 88, but you know, I got 128. Nice binary multiple there. And these are like probably the seat or something, I don't know, some sort of catalytic converter thing or something, maybe some other grill thing. And what is it? No, a patch, some sort of seat patch or something. When they restored the DeLorean. Yeah, pit stops. Yeah. I've had to do soldering under benches lying on my back. You know, like with the oil on the floor and like, oh man, when you work in a production environment, it's like, it's bad. Like you have to solder. You've got to fix problems in situ. Don't break my hip. Give me a break. Going to the gym soon. I outdo all the kids half my age. All the young kiddies. Everyone looks at me weird. Going, the most common question I get asked at the gym, and I get asked a lot, is where the hell do you get that energy from? It's like, what drugs am I on? You know, like, holy shit. You know, like, be enthusiastic. Try that. What's a weird thing I brought to school? I learned very quickly not to bring things to school. I went to a pretty rough school. Whoa, third time asked what? Korg new tube technology. What? I see size low voltage tubes. No, I have no idea what those are, Sonia. Sorry, I have no idea what Korg new tubes are. Sounds like audio foolery, wankery. Possibly. Did I watch the SpaceX launch? No, I missed it. Yes, of course I'm interested in such things. I've done many videos on that. I've even done an Apollo debunking video. As in conspiracy nut debunking, not debunking the Apollo landings. That's on my EV Discover channel. Can the eye prober help to find a broken trace on the inner layer of PCB? If the trace is a current carrying trace, yes, it could. But if it's just a signal trace, it's not going to happen. Do I even lift, bro? Do I? I don't know. What does that look like? Is that sufficient for you? I don't know. I can, like, no, right angle. I don't know, something like that. Do I lift, bro? Atheist drug. Yeah. Maybe at the gym, but not your eyes. Put power upside down. Part alien. Can I surprise my dad by saying hi? Hi, Meerkat's dad. Mr. Neeks. You're blind. You spelt you're wrong. When will Jerry Ellsworth be back on the amp hour? Oh, I don't know. Lead-free solder fumes. There's no difference between lead-free and... The solder fumes come from the flux. They come from the flux. They don't come... People think they're lead fumes or they're tin copper fumes. They're not. There's no such thing. Well, not when you solder. It's the flux that goes up in smoke. That's the problem. Rosin. Tree sap. Oh, the Dundee fake movie. They've got to make that. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. They've got to make it. Oh, Patreon. No, it didn't. Oh, it cost me, I don't know, a few dozen patrons or something. Not a lot, maybe 50. No, I've never been to Illinois. I should make more fundamental tutorials about electronics that students will learn. Thanks, from Bangladesh. Nabil Physics. Excellent. Do you have your own channel? Make your own, not being rude, but please make your own tutorial videos. More the better. I just, you know, I don't know, they don't get as many views. Tutorial videos don't get as many views as other ones, and, you know, occasionally I do them. But, yeah, I'm always going to make more. But Halt and Catch Fire, yes, I thought that was brilliant. Can David too be a more regular host guest on the Amp Hour? Oh, I don't know. Not really, it's me and Chris. Like, you know. Flux problems, or it's mostly Chris these days. Yeah, I still have lead solder here, but I'm trying to convert. Trying to convert. Yay, Fran Lab shirt, yep. How's the hot air station is very good. I've done 2 videos on it now. Yes, you'll be in like Flynn if you get muscles and 60/40 solder. And No, I'm not going to get a Tech 5000. They haven't offered me one. I haven't asked. Up for a visitor in June. Oh, DefPom. DefPom, you coming over? Sure, mate. If you're in Sydney, but a lot of people ask, can I come to the lab? I've got one. People say I've got one day, and I'm stopping over. I'm stopping over and doing a 1-day stopover in Sydney, and I'd love to visit you in the lab, thinking that they can just drop by, and I'm like near the CBD or something. No, I'm like, it takes like over an hour each way by public transport to get here. Probably 40 minutes in a car each way. A cab would cost you $100 and something each way. The public transport, the buses, there's no train here. The buses don't run, they only run one direction in the morning, one direction in the afternoon for the peak hour stuff. And like, it just takes, you can waste a whole day just getting here. And people don't realise that. Sydney's a big place, and I'm out in the suburbs. So unless you've got a car and you happen to be swinging by, it's not very convenient at all to get to my lab. Do a backflip. Haven't got room in the lab, trust me. Yes, the power supply is being worked on. The custom LCD is being ordered and boards are being laid out and stuff. It's happening. Am I a collector of oscilloscopes? Oh, I collect them out of necessity, really, because I got to do comparisons and I got to have different types of ones for various things. Is Dave a university teacher, or does he just own the space? I'm not a university teacher. Yes, I own the space. This is my space. This is my nerd cave. This is my lab. Who is the best electronics YouTuber other than you? Oh, how long's a piece of string? Depends what you're interested in. When does the metro station at Norwest open? Oh, 2019. So next year sometime. We're developing the micro supply as a commercial product. No, I haven't done any work on the C5. I feel so bad. Just don't have time to do anything. Ever get lonely in the lab? No, I enjoy being alone. Spent my entire childhood in my lab alone. Doesn't bother me in the least. I'm the kind of guy who could be on a deserted island and be just fine. Yeah. I don't miss the garage. No, there's nothing I miss about the garage. The concrete dust, the heat, the cold, the cramped space. Nah, don't miss it at all. I've got more space just between these two benches here than I had in my old lab. And it was literally just like this big, like, the old lab, I was like sitting, my back touching the bench, and the other bench was like here, right in front of me with the camera on it. It's like, whoosh, nah. Don't miss the garage at all. No, you can't pre-order a micro supply. Oh, go to the Powerhouse Museum. Faye Talidi. There's an Apple One there. If you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, with Wilson. Yeah, stuck on the island. No, I don't have Asperger's as far as I know. Where's the donate button anyway? EEVblog2.com/donate. Both cryptocurrency and regular donate. Oh, there's a menu, drop-down menu for donate. All the different options. Thank you. Will the micro supply be a Kickstarter? Maybe. Yeah, I know all about tin whiskers. I had a video on tin whiskers. Had to take it down. Long story. What beginner projects would I recommend? Whatever interest you have. If it's robots, build a robot. If it's flashy LED things, build a flashy LED thing. If it's an Internet of Things, Wi-Fi connected light bulb, do that. Yeah, we might get around to the pick and place machine build video. Just got to devote a week to it at least. Live dumpster dive. Yeah. There's almost always nothing there. What happened to like that whole building rent thing? That was too big. Can someone tell him? Can someone tell him? Can someone clue Matthew up? Yeah, I've got a 3D printer. I've got a MakerBot that they sent me donkeys years ago. Does the job. Yes, you can donate money. Thank you, Nicholas. You can EEVblog2 and there's a donate drop-down bar. Do I watch Rick and Morty? No, I don't. He wants to hear the Tin Whiskers story. Alright, I might finish off with the Tin Whiskers story. How about a series on the design of function generators? Oh, okay. Right, yeah, that'd be interesting. Old school, you know, function generators, frequency counters, they were good kits back in the day. It depends whether you're talking about an ARB generator or where I published a function generator kit once, which used the Max 038 chip. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, if you're talking ARB, then there's other, you know, then it becomes an FPGA project pretty much. No, I'm not going to any trade shows. We hardly have any here. Oh, it's just the exact DJ Spy, the exact part number I gave you in the... Oh, okay, I'll edit the video to include a proper link. I'll edit in the description. Do I watch Seinfeld? You should. It's the best. Seinfeld finished like, what, a decade ago? Yes, I used to watch Seinfeld, just like everyone else on the planet. Yeah, I'm installing solar panels on my driveway, of course. Who wouldn't? It's the latest thing I've heard. How about some more microwave and RF stuff? I'm not into microwave and RF stuff. I'm just not into it. It doesn't interest me. I don't have the tools. I don't have the experience. If you want that sort of stuff, there's other channels for that. Yeah. 5.55 kilohertz. Yeah, EEVblog Academy. Oh, EEV Academy videos, right. Yes. Yep. Oh, strictly standard function gens. Okay, not arbitrary. Okay. Well, pretty much, well, there was like, you know, it's kind of, well, you can use your classic Wien-Bridge oscillator and stuff like that, and you could, you know, your stabilized Wien-Bridge and things like that. They were, you know, popular kits back in the 70s and 80s. And there were various ways to standardize your Wien-Bridge. Of course, the HP, the famous HP oscillator, their first product, used a light bulb to stabilize, to generate a stable amplitude signal. Classic stuff. Yeah, kind of be interesting. It's not hugely relevant these days, but anyway. MBM, fiber to the premises is awesome. I've got fiber to the premises right here in the lab. No worries. It's pretty good. It's not as awesome as overseas. Yeah, I'm a good sport. Don't know what for, but yeah, I am. Oh, comedians in cars getting coffees with Jerry Seinfeld. Yes, I do like that. I've watched a few episodes of that. It's very good. Just scroll back, Ken. It's a kit. How old am I? How long is a piece of string? More scam busting. Yeah, I've got a couple in the, that I'm thinking about doing, including probably another Solar Roadways one. Yeah, I still send me an email, Pure Ski, with the eye exercises. I want to do them to stop my corneas or whatever, the lenses hardening. My wife says I'm 12 years old. My wife says I'm like 7 or something. I ignored you high today. When did I ignore you? 9001. What's that? No idea. What's the highest ADC bit resolution I have ever implemented? 24-bit seismic acquisition. We were getting... I designed it and laid out the board and then measured its performance. And what was it? Oh, I don't want to talk off. talk out of my hat. It's been a long time. 100 and we're getting 128 minus 128 dB noise floor or something. It was ridiculous. It was better than the demo boards from the manufacturers, from the ADC manufacturer. We got better performance, and they sent their reps out. They sent one of the IC designers out because we got early beta silicon, and I found bugs in the silicon and all sorts of stuff. That was fun. Specific analog to digital converters for the seismic market. They're very industry specific. Very high resolution, very low noise floor, very low power consumption, but low bandwidth. And yeah, with the lower bandwidth, of course, comes the lower noise floor. So it's, you know, but anyway, yeah, 24 bits. Those were the days. I need a drink. Whew. PLC video. I was actually thinking about that the other day, like old school PLC. Stay tuned on that one, maybe. Anyway, I better get going. Let me get a drink, and I'll tell you the story of the Tin Whiskers video. It's the only video I've ever removed from my channel, I think. Yeah, I think it is. Yes, I went to the the Surface Mount Soldering Association of Australia. I went to one of their conferences things, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was out from the US. Who was an expert on tin whiskers and, you know, lead free and all that sort of stuff. And he gave this 2-hour presentation, like 3-hour presentation or something, talk. You know, it was a big paid, you know, it was a paid talk thing, and so I asked permission if I could film it, not only from the guy making it, not only from the guy doing it, and he said, yeah, fine, you know, not a problem. But then the company who were running it said, oh yeah, look, you can film it, but don't put up the whole thing. And that's what they said, don't put up the whole thing. Okay, fine, I'll just take a, you know. So his course, it was like a course. It was a like lead-free course or whatever. So I filmed like the whole 3-4 hours or something. It was a huge amount of footage. And so I picked out it was more than just lead-free. Anyway, so I picked out a section on lead-free. It went for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something. So I picked out that. Maybe I made an edit, but it was only one part of the entire, you know, 4-hour course. It was a whole day course. It was something crazy. I had to change batteries a couple of times. It's nuts. So yeah, so I uploaded just that one section on lead-free soldering and tin whiskers because I thought it would be interesting, and I linked to his course and everything. I linked to the company's courses, and if you want the full course, go, you know. So I thought it was great publicity for him, right? As well as providing interesting content for the EEVblog audience. Anyway, so I put it up, and then like a couple of hours later, I got this frantic phone call from the organizer of the event saying, "You've uploaded this. 1,000 people have watched it, and that's 1,000 customers that I've lost. How dare I didn't say you could put up the whole thing." And I went, I know, I only put up like one little part of it. But he was actually convinced that and he kept emailing like every like couple of minutes, 5 minutes after we hung up. Oh yeah, I'll take it down or whatever, or I'll re-edit it or whatever. And I forgot about it for a little bit. Like every 5 minutes, he was emailing. Then another 100 people have watched it. I've lost $10,000, you know, or whatever it is per like 10 minutes of. It's crazy. So I went, oh, screw this. I'll just take it down, and I never put it back. The guy was just, yeah, he was just so paranoid about, he thought every view took away from a potential customer for his course. Like, and he was so irate that I was costing him, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars in, you know, because 10,000 people watched the video or something. Unbelievable. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, lead-free thing. It was really great. It was a great video, and I had permission from the guy. Like it, but it's because this company paid for the guy to come out, and they're the ones who ran the course. So, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, the somebody mentioned copyright. As far as I'm concerned, the copyright was mine because I filmed it. But technically, it was like, you know, but it was the guy in the video, and he gave me permission to do it. So he didn't have a problem at all. He was happy to share his stuff with a wider audience. But because the company paid him to come out and give the same presentation he's given at a bunch of other places, you know, they really, yeah, I just gave up. Yeah, lead-free's harder. Lead-free's harder. Yes, Fran knows I'm wearing her shirt. She sent it to me. Anyway, I've got to go, guys and girls. Can't trigger people, can I? Anyway. Yeah, it'd be an advert for him, Jamie. Yeah, I thought, you know, it's a mutually beneficial thing, you know. Anyway, yep. All right, see you guys. Thanks for joining me. Sorry I didn't get to do the whole thing, but, you know, these things take time. All right, I'm off. Thanks for joining me. Catch you next time. How do you turn this stupid thing off? Here we go. Click. No. Click the wrong thing. I clicked local recording. I'm a dumbass. How do I stop it? Here we go. This should do it.